here we go. Ready to go. What is up, everyone? My name is Max Curry, and I'm the creator of Death Cassette Games. Nope, starting it over. In our last video, we set up a simple damage and health system for our main character in Requiem Mortem, which is Death Cassette Games' first project. And in this video, we're going to expand on that by developing a simple health pickup. But first, the intro. Alright guys, we are in UE, or Unreal Engine 5.3. If you've been following along, you might recognize this sandbox world that we've been using to test out the systems as we develop. We've got our damage collision right here, as well as the environment collision that allows us to move into the background, some blocking collision, as well as our ladder. So what we're going to be doing is setting up a simple health pickup, so let's get into it. First thing we want to do is we want to open up our character blueprint. We're going to go into the details panel and we're going to search for tags. We want to add a new tag, and we're going to call that tag player. All right. What we want to do is create a custom event. We're going to call this one increase health. And then we want to get rid of tags, and we want to add an input. It's already set up as a float, which is good. If not, you want to set yours to a float as well. We're going to call this one health increase. All right. Now, what we want to do here is get our current health, and we want to get an add. So we're going to add the health increase to our current health, and then from there we want to set our new health. Set new health to whatever the additional health is going to be. All right. Now, before we go any further on this, what we want to do is we want to create a new actor. This is going to be the actual item that we pick up to increase our health. So we're going to go into our event systems and create a new folder. We're going to call this one health pickups. Or just pickups, rather. And then inside that, we're going to create another folder, and we're going to name this one specifically our health. This way we can have multiple health pickups all in the same place. And we're going to create a new actor. And we're going to call this one health minor. We can develop a major later, but we're going to start with a minor. And before we open this, we want to create a new material as well. We're just going to call it health. This is not going to be anything fancy right now, but it just gets us started. So we're going to add a new parameter, a vector parameter. We're going to call this one color, just because it's easy. And we're going to set this to a nice red color. Nice and deep. Plug it into our base color and apply. All right. Now, we can go back into our content drawer and open up our new health minor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cube. All right. I'm going to set this to 50, and let's shrink it. Yeah, let's make it nice and small. Maybe that's good. And then let's rotate it just for funsies. All right. And now we can take our new material and just plug that in. Now we've got a nice little red cube, and everything is good. Now, what we want to do is add a collision. If you've been following along, basically everything we've built thus far has been based off of collision And we're going to use a sphere this time, and we're going to set it to roughly the same location as our cube. I'm going to try and move it a little bit more into the center. That should be good. Compile, save. With our sphere selected, we want to go into our event graph. Don't need any of that. And we want to go and get on component begin overlap. Now, here's what we want to do. This is where that tag comes in. We're going to do actor with has, sorry, can't see, has tag. And we're going to put that at player, which is what we just set our new one as. And then we want to get a branch. We're getting a branch by holding B and clicking in the event space. We're going to plug that in right there. So if the actor has the tag player true, we want to cast to our character. Just like that. And now, from here, we want to call that custom event we just created, which was increase health. And we're going to increase our health by 5. Then what we want to do is we want to destroy the actor. Target is self, so it will destroy itself once the event has finished. All right, that should be good for now. And now we can come back to our player character and finish this. So we've got it set up right now to increase the health. So on increase health, get our current health and add the increased health to it, and then set it as our new health. Now what we want to do is we want to get a greater than, and we want to get our max health and plug it in right here. So if our new health variable is greater than our max health, we're going to get a branch. And on true, what we're going to do is we're going to set our health to our max health. But then we also want to get our widget. So this is our health bar. So we want to get a reference to our health bar, and we want to set our health here as well. And we want to set it to our new health variable. This way it's reflected in our health bar as well. Now if it's not true, we want to set health. It's the same operation. We're going to plug this in here, and then we're going to plug this in here. All right. So the way this reads now is that if we increase our health, get our current player health, and add the increased health, and reset the current health to that new variable. If it's greater than our max health, we want to set that our new health variable to our max health, and we want to update our health bar to reflect the same. If it's not greater than our max health, we just want to update our health bar to our new set variable. compile, save. And now we want to just drag our new health in here. We'll just put it right here. All right. So you can see our health bar in the top left, and we've got our damage collision that we set up last time right here. And we took about 10 damage, and now we're going to take 5 health. And it works perfectly. Let's do something else just for fun. In our health, let's drag our on event begin play, and off of our event begin play, let's do a timeline. Let's add a timeline, and let's add a track. We're gonna make it a float track. Let's decrease this to about 2 seconds. Right click, add a keyframe. We're going to put the time at 0, and we're going to put the value at 0. Then we want to add another one. We're going to put the event time at 1 and the value at 1. And we're going to add one more. We're going to set this one at 2 and 0. Now, zoom out a little bit and select all of these. Right click, and I'm just going to select auto, give us a nice auto curve. Should be good. And I'm going to select loop. Compile and save. Back to our event graph. Now on the update, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set relative location, and we're going to go with the cube. All right. Let's go ahead and split the struct pin here. And let's add a lerp. Let's plug our track into our alpha, and let's set our new A to 60. Since our cube is sitting at about 50 on the Z axis, let's move it to 60, and then let's move it to 40. And let's plug that in on the Z axis. Compile and save. And then let's take a look. So we've got our health bar on the top left. We've got our damage collision down here in the pit. We took some damage. And as you can see, our nice little health cube is now floating up and down. Got a nice little bounce to it. And we gained back a little bit of health. All right. Everything worked out good. All right, guys. That's all I've got for this one. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at DeathCassetteGames. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.